Hello my beautiful earthy souls, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Ocean Jasper. I am an intuitive tarot reader and today we're going to find out how do they feel about you right now. So we have three piles here that you can choose from. There is the Temple of Earth in pile number 1 with the bone. Then we have the Care in pile number 2 with the selenite crystal, and finally the Kernunnos in pile number 3 with the pine cone. I also would like to show you the decks underneath since they're all different. We have the Mystic Fairy Tower deck in pile number 1. Then we have the Spirit Song Tower deck in pile number 2. And finally we have the Javelin Tower deck in pile number 3. So you can take as much time as you like in order to make your choice. You can even pause the video here and meditate on your person, and whenever you feel ready you can open up your eyes and pick whatever of these decks has caught your attention the most. Feel free as well to pick more than a deck. You could pick a different deck for every person you have in your mind, or you can even pick up to 2 or 3 piles for the same person if you feel drawn to do so. As long as you follow your intuition, your gut feelings, you're going to be fine, or you're going to pick the right pile for you that at least has a few messages that really resonate with your situation. If you feel that it didn't resonate whatsoever, then I would suggest you go and pick a different pile or a different reading as well. You can contact me for a private reading if you would like to receive something that is more resonating with your specific situation. Bear in mind indeed that this video is going to be listened to by a lot of people that has a lot of different scenarios, so it does make sense that not all of it is going to be resonating with your situation. So you will have to be very picky and filter what resonates with you and what does not. So take whatever feels right and leave the rest, and try not to get too attached to the results of the reading. And for the rest, I'd love to thank you so much for your loyalty to the channel if you already know me, and for being super patient lately, because I haven't been uploading a whole lot, and it's because I have been going through some challenges in my personal life, and I thought not to influence negatively the reading because of it, and to just wait until I would feel in a good shape again, emotionally and mentally. So that is the reason, and I hope you can appreciate that. And for the rest, yeah, thanks so much for all of the love and support that I keep receiving in the comments. And if you would like to support this channel, if you end up loving it, you can simply like this video, comment down below, share it if you like, and of course subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. That's everything, and I can't wait to see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello my beautiful earthy souls, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Temple of Earth in pile number 1 with the Bone and the Mystic Fairy Tarot deck, which we're going to use in a little while, first I wanted to give you some messages from the botanical world, as well as from the runes and from the Owen trees. So what I see here, what I perceive from these cards that I pulled for you earlier, is that your person is being very cautious here with this eucalyptus in reverse. Okay, they are really pondering what is the right decision, to the point that they are sort of losing their spontaneity. And they are cautious because they have this conception that if they are acting and behaving overly sweet with you, first of all, it could become unhealthy. It's like when you eat too much of a cake and then you're going to have an indigestion, right? So this is the feeling that it would be too unbalanced, and especially because they have these understanding that the first stages of a relationship are usually more beautiful. They're usually representing a perception of reality that is slightly distorted. Everything look more beautiful than it is, and they're really scared to fall into that trap, to fall into that illusion, to fall in love with somebody that is actually eventually very different from them. So they're really cautious, and that is because It is something that has been repeated in the past generation, right? With this Celtic being, they are trying to block a certain a repetition of mistakes that has been transmitted from a generation to another. So they are aware of it, and they're like, no, I can't do the same as my ancestor did. Possibly this person have a lot of history in their family with divorces, or people getting married too quick, too soon, and then later on found out that their person was abusive, etc. So they are being very, very cautious, and they are acting based on fear, unfortunately, with this white poplar in reverse. Okay, so they are definitely acting very cautiously, and with this grove in reverse as well, they are focusing their attention only on one small aspect of the situation or the relationship, or one small defect or fault in you, instead of looking at the whole picture. So they are acting very narrow-minded right now. They're acting based on fear, and they're acting very cautiously, and they're hiding that sweet nectar of love and appreciation and affection that they have inside of themselves, but that they are blocking because they think that this is the wisest thing to do. I see as well that you might have possibly gone through some troubles with this person. It could be that you had a recent argument, or there has been some troubles lately with this nettle, right? But the beauty of the nettle is that, yes, it can cause a lot of pain on that moment, but it's actually releasing a lot of positive hormones inside of your body, as well as being known to be rich of nutrients if you add it to your diet, or even if you use it as a rinse for your hair. And at the same time, some studies has discovered that nettle are actually good for people with arthrosis, so some problems in the bones. It reduces inflammation. So the message of this card is that even though certain problems seem to be carrying only the negative aspect of it, seem to only bring troubles, in reality they are healing. They are offering some opportunities of growth and improvement and nourishment. So I feel that your person is aware of this, because we have the Courage card and the Mystery card with the Ghost Pipe and the Barge. So I feel that your person is aware that there is a mystery behind what lesson is here to be learned about this specific situation. And they know that they need courage in order to find out what that lesson is. And there is courage as well in being in a relationship. There is courage in being in love and being vulnerable and allowing somebody else to love you. There is a huge need of being courageous, because of course the most vulnerable we are, the easiest is to get hurt. So I feel like this person wants to eventually discover the mystery of the reason why all of this is happening, and how they can get out of it, how they can deal with it in a different way, not getting out of it, dealing with it in a more healthier way rather than what their ancestors did in the past. And at the same time, though, there is this limit of having a bit of a narrow mind. And the bone as well remind me of being really stubborn in their ways, okay? At the same time, really down to earth. So this person wants to be honest. This person wants to be grounded. This person doesn't want to be lost in their illusion. This person wants to be very sure of their feelings for you. They don't want to just fall in love with love itself. They want to fall in love with you for who you truly are, for what you truly have to offer them. And there is a lot of mystery for sure this mystery card could be talking about not only that subconscious part inside of them that they still need to figure out, or the deeper meaning of this situation, but they also want to get to know you better. Okay, you are very mysterious to them. You are like the ghost pipe is a plant that grows at night as well because they don't need the chlorophyll, right? So it does associate with the moon and with the hidden aspect of reality that is being shown only at night and only at the full moon, right? So it could be that your person feels like before opening themselves up, before being overly affectionate towards you, they first want to discover more things about you. They want to uncover all of these mysteries about you, and they want to have the courage as well to go past the troubles, go past the arguments. They know that there's something deeper than that, and that is not worthy to just end the relationship there just because there has been a little hiccups. So I feel they are aware to have acting slightly narrow-minded there, only focusing on one little thing that has gone wrong instead of realizing what is the bigger picture. And I feel that they are traveling inside their own subconscious and trying to understand why they have behaved that way, why they have been so narrow-minded. And so they have realized, oh well, it's because all of my ancestors has been going through a similar history in the past. They have been marrying the wrong person, or ending up in abusive relationships, or not ending up very happy, and so I'm really scared of picking the wrong person. Okay, so I feel that they are being aware of their own behavior, or at least they're being open to navigate those subconscious levels of their own soul. So let's have a look now at the fairy mystic fairy tarot that can see what other messages do we have from this reading. How else does your person feel? What else does your person feel about you? How do they feel about you right now? Pile number 1. I hope it's not too bright over there. Maybe that's better. Two of Pentacles in reverse. So there is indecision there. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Then we have the World in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is that there could be some regret regarding a decision that they have made about you. Okay, they might going backward in their previous steps and wondering why they acted that way, why they behaved that way, and they are being a little undecisive right now because it feels like you're slipping away from them with this World in reverse. It feels like you mean the world to them and they are realizing that you are not there. You're not as connected deeply as you were before. As well, they are realizing that they don't want this relationship to end. They don't want this cycle to end. They're not ready for a new cycle. They're still pretty much involved in this one. And 5 of Pentacles as well is telling me that there is a lot of sadness. There's a lot of grief. There is a lot of focusing on the past, focusing on what happened and what went wrong. And they're having a really hard time and thinking about something else and being distracted. And so they feel that the only way to resolve this, the only way to come out of these feelings is to actually face the situation and face you and face the truth and self-analyze themselves. And I can see that there is that intention of analyzing themselves and improving themselves with these runes. So we have Gebon, and then I think the other one is called Ingwis. And so the Gaboth speak about relationship and union indeed, and the English speak about masculine power, creative force, but also speak about, you see, it kind of reminds of a seed, and so it is associated with the meaning of seed as well. The creative power that it is inside a seed, and the potential of it to grow into a beautiful tree, and as well as speak about uh, growing inward. You know, like the seed, in order to grow, needs to face a period of darkness, and that's the same thing here. This person is realizing that they need to face their own truth, be honest with themselves, and have a period of self-analysis and going inward, having like a hermit a mode for a while, in order to get to know themselves and understand as well what is their role in a relationship and how to maintain a healthy relationship. So it really feels like this person is pondering a new way to deal with this, and they definitely have the intention to get out of this sadness and do something about it. A Queen of Swords in reverse and Temperance. It feels like this person is waiting and hoping for peace and for reconciliation, although they perceive you, possibly this Queen of Swords is representing you, they perceive you as quite cold and detached, as in you're protecting your own heart now because of certain troubles that happen, certain arguments. Now you are not investing yourself emotionally, and so they are suffering from this disconnection, from this distance, and so they're truly hoping for some peace and reconciliation. As I said, feel free to swap the roles, of course. It could be that it's them being quite cold and detached, and that you on the other side are waiting for to make peace and to reconcile. And so it could be that if that's the case, they feel your intention to reconcile, but at the moment they feel like they still need to figure out what's going on inside of them before opening up their heart again, because there is no point in uniting your hearts again if they haven't fixed that pattern from the Celtic being that keep repeating over and over again. So they really want to go at the bottom of the situation and face their own shadow, face their own darkness. So that is why they are being detached at the moment. They don't want to give you the illusion that things are fine. In reality, they're not completely solved just yet. We have the Empress. So clearly they have a huge esteem for you. As I said before, you truly mean the world to them. You have brought so much abundance in their life, so much joy, so much creativity, so much life. Okay, you've been representing the spring in their life, so they truly adore you and admire you, and it feels completely empty without you. We have Knight of Pentacles. Put it here, and then the Two of Swords. So there's another two in reverse. So again, kind of speak about indecision here. Two of Swords is really that phase in which you have two minds, and in order to make the right choice, you need some extra time, and so yes, they are giving themselves this extra time, and see as well how they are putting all of their attention, all of their focus into these rose. So they're trying to see the beauty inside of the pain as well, because obviously the rose has two aspects of it. It can be quite sore if it stings you, or it can release a lovely scent that is inebriating your senses. So it feels like their intention is to just try and look at the beautiful things of this connection, but at the same time they need to heal first from the suffering of the thorns that has been hitting their skin, right? So they need some extra time, but they have this intention of being open and warm towards you and actively present in your life, and generous as well, and offering some action that are based on peace and love and understanding of each other. They definitely want to be more efficient. They want to offer you something concrete. They want to be solid, grounded, present into your life. They want to commit to you. They want to offer something tangible. They want to make some action that is going to make you realize that they are not going to leave, that they are truly committed to you in this life. And yes, they still have to learn. This is not a king just yet, but it's not a page either. So they feel like they are learning a lot from here, and there's still a lot to learn, but they are on the right path. And so it feels like as well, like they want to offer you some gift. They want to this rune, the Gebo, is as well a rune about gifts, so that would make sense as well. They might come back to you with some sort of apology or some sort of new offer for the future. And there is the Tower in reverse as well, so they don't want any dramas anymore. It feels like the Tower moment has already happened, and so whatever happened already shook a lot of the foundation that probably weren't as stable anymore, or as healthy anymore. So it has been a very, very difficult time, but it was needed in order to bring to surface some troubles, right? It's better to destroy a palace when you realize that some of the walls are not solid anymore, and it's better to do it before you move into that palace, right? Instead of living there for 10 years and then being inside of it when it's crashing down. So it is a good thing that it happened. Okay, it needed to filter the part of this relationship that are still worth standing for, and the parts that needed to be demolished. Okay, so it feels like from now on things are just going to improve. Okay, you had a difficult moment, but now you can turn the page, and it's all about reconciling, understanding each other, and I'm bringing some new abundance here with this Empress as well. I have this feeling that there is a lot of potential in this connection, and they know it. There is strength as well. So there is really this strong feeling that it doesn't matter how many times you fight, it doesn't matter how deep was the argument, the feelings are much stronger than that, and the intention to commit to you is a lot stronger than that. So it does require courage, of course, to be part of a relationship and to face each other's shadows and darkness and love them. Nevertheless, it is hard, and it does require strength and courage, but your person feel like they can have these qualities, and they want to have them for you. So that was the reading for you. Let me know if it has resonated in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and if you liked, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. Thanks so much for all of your loyalty to the channel, for all the love and affection, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys, much love. Hello my beautiful earthy souls, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Care in pile number 2 with the selenite crystal as well as the Spirit Song Tarot deck. So we are going to use that in a minute. First, I really want to offer you some grounding messages from botanical world, the Om trees as well as the runes, to understand the basic energies of your person and start the reading in a more grounding way and can receive some messages that are definitely a little bit unusual respect the tarot cards. I really find it very nice to integrate both tarot and oracles. So what I've been seeing here from these cards that I've been pulling for your situation is that there is some irritability here with the nettle in reverse. So your person might feel currently irritable. It doesn't necessarily have to be towards you, it could be towards themselves because of the situation they have created. So but there is something to consider for sure. And there is as well this feeling of being overly critical with the olive in reverse, and that as well could be overly critical towards themselves, or feeling that you are criticizing them, or even feeling criticizing the situation, this connection, or criticizing you. And they could be irritated about themselves for doing so. I feel that it could be the scenario for a lot of you, because we also have the primrose, which speak about being cautious of the fact that sometimes the first stages of a relationship can actually turn into an illusion rather than being a very realistic representation of the union. Sometimes it's more based on our dreams, and it is a lot happier than a lot more beautiful than it actually is, and is because of our deep desire to have found the one. And so this person is definitely pondering, is this an illusion? Is this connection real? I'm just gonna brighten it up a little. There you go. They just don't want to fall in the trap of the illusion. Okay, they don't want to convince themselves that they are in love with you, that you are the right person, if they haven't known everything about you just yet. So it could be as well that you guys have gone through some troubles lately, or something has irritated them about you, or the opposite, and so they're just wondering, oh damn it, I had this perfect vision of my partner, and now it has been challenged by these troubles, by these irritable traits. So they are just wondering, is this still the person? Are these feelings real? Do I actually need to keep getting surprised by this person, by their personality, or will I have to? Will it surprise me once again in the future, or is that it? Because they really want to reach a place in which there is harmony between the two of you with the willow. They don't want to feel like you guys are stinging each other every day. They don't want this to happen very often. At the same time though, with the reed in reverse and the holly in reverse, they feel like they are lacking the skills for having a harmonious relationship, and also they feel quite lost and confused and with no direction. So it could be as well that this is one of the very first time that this person is connecting deeply with somebody else, and it is only now realizing that they were pretty much used to be by themselves, and that the smallest things like the noise of the other person swallowing water when they're drinking, or the noise of them eating a cracker, or the noise they do when they sleep and when they snore, or whatever that is, they find it incredibly irritant. And so they're just wondering, damn it, am I actually supposed to be in a relationship or not? Do I have the required skills in order to have a harmonious relationship, or do I not? So they feel a little bit lost because of it, and they're also realizing that maybe they had this really romantic idea of how a relationship would be looking like, and now they're getting a little bit disappointed, and not because of you necessarily, but because they were not used to share their life with somebody else, and they did not consider certain aspect of living together or sharing their life together with somebody else that can be irritable. Do you say irritable? Irritant? I can't. You tell me, right? You tell me, guys, because I am confused with English sometimes. So there is as well some stress with the chamomile in reverse. And with the calendula in reverse, this idea that the happy times, the cheerful memories were only temporary, and they were actually, yes, not a constant. And they were probably feeling a little bit disappointed because they thought that those happy times would last forever. Okay, and now they're just facing the reality that you have some moments of happiness, some moments of harmony, some moments where everything just goes so smoothly and so well, and other moments in which there are thorns, there are problems to face, there is irritation. So this person is definitely feeling quite torn on the inside because of these new realizations. They are as well realizing that because you might have some stressful lives, you both need to make some rituals to decide when you're going to meet each other and spend some lovely quality time together during the day. Because otherwise, of course, you get irritable, of course, you get detached from each other, because you both might be really tired from work and coming back home at different times of the day. And sorry if I'm assuming that you guys are already living together. Maybe it's not the same. Maybe it's not like that for all of you, for sure. But there is this need to spend more quality time together. Because otherwise you just get swept away by their work routine and end up being carrying with you all the negative feelings from what you have been living at work, on the work environment, and therefore throwing it on top of the other person by mistake, just because they are there and they are empathic towards you, etc. And so of course feel free to swap the roles. I feel that they feel like you're a very nurturing person, very caring, and that you are lovable, you embrace their feelings, you are an absolute angel, you're really sweet, and you do love them deeply. So there is that, and I find that these feelings are very pure, and that you're always really good at suiting their pain as well and suiting their stress. It could be that they are mad at themselves because they're saying, why am I being so irritated by my person, even though they're so lovable and so nice and caring towards me? Maybe it's just my stress. Okay, these could be their words. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't have the right qualities. Maybe I am not finding inner balance. Maybe I am completely thrown upside down because of my work related problems. Maybe I'm not spending enough quality time with her or with him. It doesn't have to be a straight relationship. You know that my readings are not gender specific, and they are not, there is no assumption that is heterosexual relationship. Okay, so you just adapt it to your situation. I can see as well that your person is feeling like that there's a lot of uncertainty, or a lot of things that still need to be planned because of the Odin rune. There is this feeling of not knowing what is going to happen between the two of you, and as well could be because this is a new love with the Berkana. It could be that things has just started out, that you're still in the initial phases of this connection, of getting to know each other. So it makes sense that neither of you knows exactly what is going to happen, what direction this connection is going to take. Okay, so let me take now the Spirit Sun Tarot deck and get some cards for you. How is your person feeling about you right now? Pile number 2, please and thank you. How do they feel about pile number 2, please and thank you. The Page of Feathers in reverse, 9 of Acorns in reverse, and the Knight of Shells upright. So the good news here is that your person definitely has romantic feelings towards you. They want to spend more sweet loving time with you. They want to be more charming and possibly offering you to go out on a date, and they want to show you their passion towards you. At the same time, they might feel irritated at themselves because of their ability to communicate are not very good. Okay, so that's why we got the reading reverse with this lack of skills. We didn't really know what skills they were talking about, and now it is so much clearer. With the Page of Feathers, which is the Page of Swords, we're talking about communicative abilities. They are not as good, or at least that's what they think of themselves. Possibly it is just themselves being overly critical towards themselves, towards their ability to express their feelings and thoughts. But whether it is true or not, it becomes real if they believe in it so much, because it does make them feel insecure about themselves. It makes them forget their words because they're so scared of saying the wrong thing, that they are panicking when they're talking. So there could be a lot of shyness and awkwardness here, and they might feel very irritated about that. Okay, 9 of Acorns in reverse. It's telling me that this person might have been quite wounded in the past, might have got really hurt, possibly as well being laughed at and mocked and not being taken very seriously. And so this person has built up a wall of defenses, which is what is making it difficult to them to connect intimately with somebody. But the beautiful thing here is that the 9 of Acorns is in reverse, so they are finally willing to be vulnerable with you and knock down that wall of defenses and just be open to you and open to the fact that yes, they might get hurt, yes, they might get rejected, yes, things might not end up as well, yes, things might be an illusion in their head, this love, this crush might just exist in their head, but they are willing to be courageous, they're willing to test themselves, they're willing to test this connection and see if it's going to bring us something good, if it's going to bring some harmony. If they don't try, how will they ever find out? So that ritual as well, it could be the idea of them and you being united in a wedding, for example, or in a sort of celebration. So they are dreaming of having a new beginning with you where everything is still mysterious. You don't know what's going to happen, but they don't know if it is going to happen, but they are dreaming of having a beginning with you, whether it's a new beginning and you guys have already been sharing a lot and you guys are already together. It could be a new step, like dating each other again as if it was the first time, or it could be the actual first time. And let me check if there's any other cards I want to put out. So that's beautiful because they do feel shy and vulnerable and quite awkward, but still they want to try, they want to make that move, they want to make that action, send that message, do the call, send that invite. Ace of Shells. Okay, so this person is definitely having a crush for you, or feeling in love for you, or feeling very happy because they had this chance of a new beginning with you, and things has changed lately, possibly in a really good direction with this wheel in reverse. Let me clarify that wheel in reverse, because sometimes it's as well a message of somebody that is feeling quite resistant towards a new change. So it could be them, it could be themselves feeling like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do with all these feelings? I am not able to flirt with a person, I'm not able to be with somebody else, I'm quite autistic in the way I deal with my daily routines. Everything is always set at a specific time. I'm just really exaggerating now the messages. It could be a lot less than that, a lot more milder than that, but it could be that this person is freaking out about the fact that introducing a new person in their life, it could actually create some irritability in them. Even though their heart really wants it, their brain might actually pull the brake and just be like, what the hell is happening? What is going on? Why did I do this? All my routine is being completely messed up. Okay, so they might have this fight, this inner war, where they're not fully sure what to do because they are torn apart by these opposite feelings. And look at this, the two always talk about opposite feelings, opposite actions, opposite thoughts. And so yeah, this person is actually, with the Two of Acorns, is actually hoping that they will make the right choice, that they will land in the right position, in the right place, that they are making plans for the future and they're being hopeful towards the future. Okay, they don't know yet where they're going to land, but they're making their search up in the air. They're just like imagining how life would be if they focus on this connection, if they actually decide to give this connection priority. They're definitely spending a lot of time daydreaming here and considering the different options. Four of Acorns, oh my goodness. Your person is looking for stability and your person feels at home with you and can imagine themselves living with you, even and moving in together with you. Either way, they do imagine creating a very solid social network with you. It could be that they know your friends already, or vice versa. And once they met you, a whole new window has opened up for them. A whole new network has lightened up for them. And yes, it really feels like life, it's so much easier with you. They feel comfortable, they feel at ease. Those are the words. They feel at home. They feel themselves. They feel like you allow them to be themselves. They feel respected. They feel like they belong. No, nice. King of Feathers and Tempers in reverse. So yes, they feel like there is a current lack of harmony, current lack of balance, possibly within themselves. They're feeling very stressed. Maybe there is a reconciliation that needs to happen and hasn't happened just yet. Maybe there is a meeting that they've been talking about with you. Maybe they told you that they really want to meet up with you and tell you something really important, but then they haven't showed up, or they haven't really communicate what they truly wanted to say. And it really feels that now with this King of Feathers, they feel like they are giving themselves courage to do it, to really open themselves up and be honest with you, to own up their feelings and not be shy, and finally just try and chance it. Take the chance and see where it brings them, and just embrace whether you're going to reject them or embrace them. They want to accept whatever answer is going to be. Chariot, that's lovely because they really feel determined. They really feel nothing is going to break them apart anymore. They feel as strong as a rhinoceros, right? How do you call it? Rhinoceros? That has a really thick skin. So even if a needle sting them, they're not going to feel it, okay? They feel like they can resist anything at this point, and that is really worth trying, okay? That's so beautiful. So yes, they are being embracing the unknown, even though they were having doubts about, as I said before, not having the skills for a relationship, or not being used to it, or not being able to share their home as well in a harmonious way. But they are determined to try it, okay? And they want to be successful here, but also they're being very, very humble. They're like, look, if I'm not going to win, if I'm going to be rejected, it's going to be okay. I don't need the recognition from the whole village, from my whole community. It's fine. Success in my life is not based upon a woman or a guy or a man loving me or not. Success is about finding my own happiness and achieving my own dreams, and it should not be placed upon a person. So it's a really humble philosophy that I see there. Hanged men, so they feel like possibly they need to wait a little bit before making that move, just so that they can increase their self-confidence and prepare themselves mentally to the worst scenario as well, and just prepare their speech. There is love in reverse. So yeah, it feels like they are preparing themselves to the fact that you might not be their twin flame, you might not be their soulmate, and it's not something that they it's not like a responsibility they leave to you. It's not that they leave it on your hands only. They are aware that sometimes the initial phases of a connection, of a relationship, can actually hide some illusions, and people might fall in love way too quickly. So they don't know themselves if this is going to work out or not. They don't have that guarantee, and they cannot guarantee to you either whether it's going to work out or not. But what they can guarantee is that they are going to work on themselves, work on being honest, work on being impeccable with their words, and working on being patient and strong, humble, and determined as well to go past that stubbornness of somebody that has been living on their own for a long time now. So they want to kind of get out of that fixed box and be open to love, which also means, of course, being open to change and being quite flexible as well. So yeah, I really feel that there's a lot of openness from your person, that there's a lot of care, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of beautiful intention to get to know each other and being honest with each other and see where it goes, because they really don't know. With the Odin, which is the blank rune, they don't know what's going to happen, but they are willing to even just set some like a date every week or something like that, so that you can have some consistency and spend more time together and find out if this is a union that was meant to be or not. Okay, so that's everything I have for you. I really hope that it has been resonating with your situation or bringing you some knowledge and wisdom. Let me know in the comments below if it did. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to support the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. There's also the possibility to get a private reading with me and to send me a deck my way if you'd like to send me a gift, or if you'd like to see this collection of decks being increased and improved. And there is as well the donate button down below if you want to send a small PayPal donation to buy me a coffee, to say to just show your appreciation, but nothing of that is obliged. Okay, so just do whatever you feel like. Thanks so much again for all of your love and support, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys, much love. Hello my beautiful earthy soul, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Kernunnos in pile number 3 with the pine cone and the Javelin Tower deck, which we're going to use in a minute, I firstly would like to start the reading by using these beautiful oracle messages that comes from the botanical world, as well as from the owen trees and from the runes, just to ground our energies and understand what is the base, what is the foundation of this reading, how is your person feeling, and then we're going to go more in depth with the tarot cards as well. So by studying these cards that I pulled for you here, I see that first of all, with the apple in the middle, there is an incredible amount of love and affection from this person. There's definitely unconditional love. They love even the things that can be annoying about you. Sometimes they love the whole thing. Okay, they love the whole personality of you, and there is nothing that they feel repulsive about, or they just want to embrace you in your entirety. There is a lot of spiritual love here for sure. I can see though that there is possibly a need for some moment of separation, just to regenerate themselves and strengthen their inner wisdom and their intuition and their spiritual growth as well. Because we have the U, I hope you pronounce it this way, the U tree, double. We have it both here in the Wisdom of Trees Oracle deck, as well as from the Ogham trees, because the U is one of the sacred trees. So both of them speak about regeneration, rebirth as well. Especially in this card, the booklet speak about this need to recharge themselves, to take some time to rest, take some attention to their health and taking care of their thoughts and their food in order to really cleanse their system and calm their system as well, and not overwhelm it, not overwhelm their nervous system. So as the Four of Swords, they speak about taking some time out, taking some rest, and yes, going on pause for a little bit. And it's all for a bigger purpose. As we can see in the description of the Ogham U, in this Ogham card, we can see that it talks about increasing one's inner wisdom indeed, and their strengthening their spirituality as well. So it feels like your person might feel this need for some sort of separation, even just temporary. And we speak about separation in the ash Ogham tree as well. Indeed, when it's in upright, it does talk about this sensation, this feeling that everything is linked, everything is connected, so above, so below. But when it's in reverse, it speaks about feeling like there is the person is isolating themselves, and there is some insulation between their inner world and the outer world. Whether that's healthy or not is just how they feel right now, and it feels like their intentions are healthy. Then it's about how long this person is going to stay in this isolating phase. Of course, if it's going to be extended for too long, it might not be healthy anymore. We have with the juniper as well, this restrainment of their impulses. So they are being overly analytical about what they say, what they do, what they think, how they are. So there is a lot of self-awareness, there is a lot of inner work, there is a lot of studying themselves from the very depth of their soul, but at the same time it can be too much if it eventually brings you lose their own spontaneity. So this is where they are at the moment. They don't want to be impulsive. They don't want to, or they don't have the ability to follow their impulses right now. They are extremely analytical of themselves, of you, of the situation, of this connection. Okay. At the same time, though, they are aware that they are in a phase of lack and a phase of abundance, and we see both from the mandrake as well as from the holly. How do you call it again? Hollyhock. Yeah, this card talks about abundance of opportunities, abundance of love, wealthiness as well, abundance of money, everything they need, they have it there. The apple as well reminds me of abundance and nourishing elements all around them. So definitely with the mandrake as well, they do feel like there is a lot of potential as well in this connection. There is fertility. It's there, the soil is fertile for a major growth, for love to grow as well. So they are hopeful, and they do believe that this is the right place, this is a good connection, but they also want to spend some time on their own. And I feel that is also because with the Kernunnos, they really want to balance their masculinity. They want it to be a healthy masculinity. Okay, they want they want it to be very balanced with their female femininity as well, with the female energy. So that's what they're doing. They're integrating female energy by resting and by being on a receptive mode rather than on an active creative mode. Okay, and I feel that there is something that they want to discover. There's something that they want to add to their own personality, or there is something they want to discover about you by just observing from far away with this enhanced card, the indigo. They want this connection to be quite unique and special as well, distinguishing it from other connections. That's what they feel as well about you, that you are unique, that there is something about you that is it differentiates you from everybody else. Okay, so they do see you as a very special opportunity, as a unique partner. Whether you're together yet or not, they're definitely attracted by you. They I feel I hear that they're really attracted by your smell, but also by certain unique aspects of your physicality or personality that really has caught their attention. And yes, they do feel like they love everything about you, but they want to be in a very healthy modality before involving themselves in a new connection and allowing this abundance to completely overwhelm them, because it could be overwhelming, and possibly that is the reason why they are controlling their instinct and impulses as well. The mandrake as well is a card to speak about the need of easing pain. So it could be that they feel like in order to grow spiritually, they need to ease certain pains from the past. Okay, so that could be part of it as well. Or it could be that you help them to ease certain pain, and they find you as a very as a medicine. Okay, your presence is very healing. So let's get the tarot cards as well and see what other messages we get. How do they feel about pile number 3, please, and thank you. How do they feel about pile number 3? I hope you're loving these oracle messages, oracle cards. I really wanted to feel like as a walk in the forest, where everything is connected and you can receive intuitive messages from the bushes around you, the trees, the flowers, the fruits and everything. So we have Six of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse, and then the Death. Okay, so there's definitely a change on the horizon here. I forgot to say before about these two runes as well. They do speak about as well separation. These runes is about separation. I'm gonna tell you the name of it in a second. I think is, wait, I don't want to, Attila, yes, Attila, and then we have Tyr, right? And so these two runes together really speak about it is the right decision to take some moments of separation. That's crazy how clear that message is, especially associated with the Ash in reverse and the U. The Death as well speak about some important change that could be painful at first, but then eventually it's going to bring good news. It's going to detox the whole environment and become a lot healthier. So there is this need of transformation. Okay, this person is feeling like they need some time by themselves to transform their inner world, or to transform this connection. Indeed, I can see that these two people, Six of Wands and Queen of Cups, they are in reverse, so there could be some lack of communication, some lack of understanding, or there could be simply emotional distance here. And so Six of Wands as well makes me feel like they are not fully proud of how they behaved, okay? They wouldn't want people to know what happened between the two of you. It feels like they might have broken your heart. They might have really disappointed you, okay? They might have done something to really hurt you, not on purpose. They are apologetic about it, but they're not proud of it whatsoever. Okay, so that could be the reason why they feel like they need to spend some time by themselves, being separated from this, and heal the pain, ease the pain. So possibly they hope that by staying away from you, you will heal your pain as well. Maybe that's why the mandrake is right underneath the Queen of Cups. And they want to understand why their energy became so low all of a sudden. How could they slip that way? They were already on a spiritual journey, and they possibly got surprised about themselves, about those behaviors. And so they are in a phase in which they feel like they need to analyze themselves. They need to analyze their action and their thoughts and the reason behind their actions. So they don't want to act at the moment towards you. They don't want to make an impulsive decision. They just want to take some time and understand what changed and understand what can change in order to go back as before. Possibly they realized that there was an abuse of masculine energy, and so they want to humble themselves down and embrace female energy and be more gentle, more empathetic, more understanding, and more able to listen as well, rather than just act impulsively. So let's get some more cards. How do they feel about you? Pile number 3, Six of Cups in reverse and Five of Cups in reverse. There's definitely a lot of sadness because you two might be separated at the moment. There is not that usual lovely connection between the two of you. They're possibly even wondering whether you still love them. With these Five of Cups, they feel like they can't think of anything else but the fact that they have lost you, or that they are losing you, or that they have hurt you, or that they got hurt as well by whatever happened. So they're trying to move past that. They're trying to consider how lucky they are, how much abundance there is in their life, if they only focus upon that instead of focusing on the things that they have lost or the connections that they have lost. So it's like they're trying to keep that pain at bay and trying to feel emotionally happier again, healthier and safer and more emotionally grounded as well. So they're trying not to focus too much on that pain or focus too much on that bad event that has created this connection between the two of you, or that has disappointed you. So they're really trying not to be overly thinking about about the past, and they want to move on. It is definitely hard because they obviously are very nostalgic about the good times that you guys have shared as well. So it is really hard for them to move on entirely. So that's why they are taking this time apart. It feels like a short break rather than moving on from you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, indeed, there is this resistance for things to change entirely. They want small little things to change. They want a healthy transformation, but they want you to be a constant. They don't want you to go away. Hierophant in reverse. Well, the Hierophant in reverse speak about commitment, and maybe this commitment has been tested, okay? It could be that you were about to get married as well, and the marriage has been postponed, has been delayed, but they are resistant for things to change entirely. As I said, they just want to for things to get better, to transform in a good way. They don't want to entirely close this chapter. They're not ready to close the chapter whatsoever. Although they could possibly wonder if they are emotionally available, if they are ready for a life commitment. There could be some doubt there. Emperor in reverse. Here they are questioning their masculinity again. Okay, as I said here with the Kernunnos, it could be that they are realizing that their masculinity is overpowering. Could be overpowering towards you. Maybe they have took too much of control in this connection, and therefore it has created some unbalance. And now they want to find that inner balance again. It could be as well that because of what happened, because they're not proud of what they did to you, now they're questioning their masculinity, as in, am I a real man? Am I a true man? Do I deserve to be married or committed to this person? Do I deserve her love or his love? They are feeling like they are not as a man as they thought they were. There is 8 of Cups in a reverse as well. So this is again the difficulties to moving away. A part of themselves is telling them, or maybe people around them are telling them, you should leave. That would be the wisest thing. So you will stop hurting, or you will stop hurting your person. But they are extremely, reluctant to do so. They really don't feel like they should leave you. Even though there could be some something definitely has challenged this commitment, they still feel like they need to be strong. Look at this, the Strength card. They feel like it is worth to fight for this, and that eventually a reconciliation will happen. Eventually you guys will make peace and everything will be all right. With the Sun in the middle, look at that. They really are hopeful about the future of this connection, and they think that this is a healthy connection. You guys have had possibly some hiccups, but it's going to be okay. The sun is going to shine all over your situation. Everything is going to be cleared out. This is as well at least what they believe, okay, and these are their intentions. So yes, the connection has been challenged. Yes, it has created some reason for them to be reflective towards themselves and towards their behaviors, but it doesn't mean that they want to go away. They actually realize even more how much their life would be so meaningless without you. And yes, they are trying not to focus entirely on this all the time, or not to focus on negative feelings all the time, because really their intention is to heal this connection and to go back with you, reconcile, and be a humble man or humble woman, whoever they are. You know, my videos are not gender specific, so you just need to adapt them to your situation, okay? So I really think that this is all really hopeful and that your person is taking the right decision by embracing this separation for a little while, by embracing this little break. And I hope that is going to be very healing for you as well. So that's everything for today. Let me know in the comments below if it has resonated with you, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. Also, feel free to send that donation my way or to send that deck my way. You can find the Amazon wishlist in the info box below and the PayPal donate button, and I'm always available if you ever desire to get a private reading with me. That would be everything. Thank you so much for all of your love and support and for your loyalty to the channel. I appreciate you immensely, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys. So much love to you. Big hugs.